Honours even for Notts and Durham after tight opening day at Trent Bridge. The 2021 season begins as it ended for these two sides, Trent Bridge providing the backdrop to this Group 1 fixture. They're joined in the group by Derbyshire, Warwickshire, Worcestershire and last year's champions Essex, in a battle for one of just two places awarded to the two best performers across the entirety of the 18-team tournament. The hosts found early breakthroughs. Michael Jones was first to go. Hasib Himi did well to hold on at the second time of asking as he edged ball through to the man at third slip. Ball had another 4 deliveries later. New Durham captain Scott Borthwick was trapped in front for a 4-ball duck. Lees and Beddingham would prove to be more obstinate obstacles, putting a halt to the early wickets and mustering some kind of partnership to take them past 50. They began to take control. Nott's early joy gave way to a period of dominance for Durham. Beddingham bagged himself a 50. Mullaney was turned into the leg side as Durham threatened to reach 3 figures before lunch. They'd make it to 93 before Fletcher found a fine edge and Beddingham was removed, the wicket signalling lunch. Jack Burnham joined the set batsman Lees and the pair made sure Durham would breach 3 figures. Lees had been watchful but began to find the boundary off Jake Ball. An edge past the slip cordon took the Durham stalwart to 50, his 47th in first-class cricket. His knock came to an unfortunate end. Joe Clark threw to the non-striker's end as Lees looked for the second, but he couldn't make his ground, out for 58. Burnham and Eckersley picked up the pieces and they guided Durham past 150. The pair were solid, and by the time they'd reached tee, the score was 179 for 4. Burnham's stay after the resumption of play would be brief. Fletcher and Moores combined to remove him just 8 runs shy of a half-century. Notts were finding their groove, and a few overs later, Eckersley was gone, a loose shot only finding Hutton at third slip. The next over saw the back of Pointer. Moores had to be on his toes to leap high and take the catch off the bowling of Lyndon James. Despite the flurry of wickets, Durham were able to breach 200 runs and record their first bonus point of the season. Carson Rain stuck in there for the duration of the session. Notts continued to plug away, but opportunities were hard to come by. Attritional cricket dominated. By the time the day was brought to a close, Durham had reached 241 for 7, a decent return after an even day at Trent Bridge. Alex Lees had been the shining light early in the Durham innings. His knock of 58 at the top of the order wrote the script on how the day would progress. It had been a watchful knock from most of the Durham batsmen, and Notts had done their best to restrict the flow of runs. While bombastic hitting and rapid wickets weren't the order of the day, it'll be difficult to separate these two in this toing and froing contest.